And I think we're live, aren't we? I think so. Let's check the sound for a moment. What is this? I don't need that. There we go. All right. Can everybody hear me? Can everybody see me? I hope you can. I think we're good. I think so. Yeah, I think we are. All right. So, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I am Undead Sick 83, your governor of movie reviews. And since it's Thursday, I would like to say that tomorrow is my weekend. I have a day off from work. Tomorrow's my day off. So, it's the weekend. And since it's the weekend, I thought it was fun to do another live stream. So here we are. And just so you know, like it said, this is just a stream. So we can talk. You can ask me questions, leave comments, all of that jazz. And feel free to leave anything in the comments. And I hope you will enjoy this live stream. So before we get started, I want to say cheers. I'm having some IPA, so again, cheers. And like I said, this is not going to be, this is not going to be about physical media. That video is coming another, that live stream is for another time. I do have one update, however, and that is this. I don't know if you can read it, but yes, the Batman. I have my ticket. I'm going to see it tomorrow. So I'm very excited about it. I'm super psyched for the Batman. I can't wait to see it. I have very high expectations, and hopefully they will be met. So there is that. Let's see. Is there anyone in the chat already? Nope, I don't think so. Let me check just to make sure. I don't think so. Okay. I think it's good. There are no people. There are no people yet anyway in the chat. So okay, that's good. Like I said, again, the Batman. I'm very excited about it. I have very high expectations. It's will it be as good as Christopher Nolan's Batman films? We'll have to wait and see. I guess. To be honest, I kind of doubt it because those Batman movies were so superior. But I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But it looks like it's going to be a fun one. So yeah, there is that. I know a lot of people are skeptical about this film, especially with Robert Pattinson, who plays the Batman, of course, Bruce Wayne. I heard everyone said this. When Robert Pattinson was announced, I heard everyone Fallout Boy, Twilight Boy, really? Twilight Boy? That's what people said, Twilight Boy, and it's true. I mean, I was skeptical too, but having watched the trailers, and Robert Pattinson has had some good roles as well. He was great in Tenet. He was great in The Lighthouse. If you haven't seen it yet, watch that one. That's good. So he has had some good roles. In the end, I'm very excited about this. So we'll have to wait and see. Of course, we have. It has a great cast. I mean, Zoe Kravitz, Paul Dano. Jeffrey Wright, Andy Serkis, Colin Farrell of all people. So yeah, it looks really good. So I can't wait to check it out. And I'm going in the morning. I think my ticket. I think, let me see, what was it again? What's the time again? 11:15. That's when I go and watch the Batman. 11:15 in the morning. So oh, there we are. We have a comment here, and it's my buddy Jerry. Hey Jerry. Hey. He says, "Hey brother, how are you today?" Well, I'm good, Jerry. I'm good because it's my weekend. Tomorrow I have the day off. So, like I said before, I'm gonna watch the Batman tomorrow. I have my ticket. So tomorrow is the premiere for me for the Batman, and I'm very excited about it. So there you go. So what else is new? In terms of updates, I have a lot of things on pre-order, guys. I have a lot of things on pre-order. There is so much physical media coming out right now, and it's one amazing title after the other. So I have a lot of things on pre-order, which I can probably fill like 2 live streams with. I can probably do 2 live streams with everything I have on pre-order right now. So I guess we'll do that. I guess we're gonna do that. So but yeah, there are some amazing titles. I don't have the list here, but with everything I have on pre-order. But to name a few, I think to name one, Galaxy of Terror, for instance, from 88 Films. That's a pretty great one. So I have that on pre-order. But so let's see, where are we? There he is. Jerry is asking, did you get to enjoy the new release of Dario Argento's Trauma? Actually, I did, and it was really good. It was really good. I mean, the transfer was really solid. I would say the transfer was really solid. I liked all of the extras. There is a nice little interview with Dario Argento. So yeah, I thought it was a really great film, and a good transfer as well. I really like the Blu-ray. So, and I have to say, man, I mean, Asia Argento, this might be my favorite role of Asia Argento. This might be the best role for me that she's ever played, Asia Argento. I mean, she was phenomenal in this film. Playing this sort of traumatized, girl who has, what was it again? Oh my God, how do you call it? I can't pronounce it right now. Oh my God, my memory. It's on the tip of my tongue. I will. Anorexia. There it is. Anorexia. What? That's not a difficult word. That's not why. I mean, anyway, but she does a phenomenal job, portraying this traumatized girl who is, who has anorexia, and this might be my favorite role for Asia Argento. So, but yeah, I really like the film. And actually, Jerry, I did keep a close eye on that scene that you said, about your buddy, I believe it was, who was in the film. The motel scene there, and I think I saw it. I might have to rewatch it like one more time, but I think I saw it. So pretty cool. And yeah, I just really enjoyed it overall. I thought it was great. I thought it was really good. So yeah. um, but speaking of Dario Argento, I'm really looking forward to his new film that's coming out this year. I think it's called Dark Glasses. I think it is. Who and it also features Asia Argento again, which is really cool. And it's the first film Dario Argento did in a very long time. So I'm very excited about that, about Dark Glasses. I hope it will be released in the theaters here in Holland. I hope so. I really do. Fingers crossed. But you know, but I'm really excited about that one. And in terms of other films, I mean, there are a lot of films coming out this year. You know, Black Adam and The Flash and what else? I think there's going to be another Halloween. I think it was. You know, Predator. The new Predator is coming. Fantastic Beasts, of course, the new Fantastic Beasts. But you know, like I said, I'm most excited about all of the physical media that I've got coming, because you know it's pretty great. Actually, it's pretty great. Oh, Jerry is saying, I'm guessing Asia's character has not only anorexia but bulimia as well. Remember that scene where she destroys the kitchen while indulging in a little night snack. Yeah, in a little night snack. Yeah. Well, I mean, like, you know, anorexia and bulimia, they very often like tie together, right? You know, very often it's, you know, it's connected with each other, I guess, in that way. But yeah, I guess you're right about that. I guess yeah, that's true. I guess that's true. Yeah, I guess there is a little bit of that in her character as well. And you know, it just, you know, it's just really great that Dario Argento is, you know, so daring that he is willing to put that in the film. Because remember, you know, back then in like the 80s, 90s, you know, anorexia, it wasn't something that people liked to talk about. You know, it was sort of a niche. It was a bit of a niche subject when you talked about bulimia or anorexia. You know, very often people would say that, you know, they were that people were just being pathetic and you know, other really nasty stuff that that people would say to those you know characters, I guess. Um, but yeah, people with anorexia and bulimia and stuff, you know, they were made fun of for a large chunk of that period of time. It you know, it was sort of frowned upon to talk about that, you know, in public, you know, about anorexia and stuff. And then of course came the whole, you know, acknowledgement and basically understanding that it's a disease. It's an actual disease. It's a psychological thing. It's a real thing. It's a real thing. It's a You have to take it very seriously. And you know, it's, you know, and very often it's, you know, it's people very often, I mean, I think it is, but very often I feel like it's with people who are very insecure of themselves. You know, about, am I good enough, am I beautiful enough, you know, stuff like that. I think they are very insecure. And you know, I'm speaking from me personally, because I used to be very insecure. Of course, I didn't have anorexia, but I used to be very insecure as well. And so I think it has something to do with that. But I mean, just look at Asia Argento's character in this film, Trauma. I mean, she is so funny and kind, and God, is she beautiful. She is beautiful in this film, and the character as well. She is so beautiful, and I was like, you feel sorry for her. Like, why are you doing that to yourself? Why are you putting yourself through that? Um, why are you putting yourself through that sort of stuff, right? It's oh man, it's so bizarre to me, and I can't wrap my head around it. But I think that's to be applauded, that Dario Argento was daring and willing to put that subject into this film, and I think that's very brave. I think that's very brave. So let's see. Jerry is saying, I believe that the issue of anorexia bulimia has only started being taken seriously around 1995, after Princess Diane interview where she spoke openly about having eating disorders. Yeah, I mean, I guess, I mean, that could have been one of the triggers, I guess. That could very well have been, that could have been one of the triggers. And it's, happily so, because like I said, it's a very serious affliction that has to be addressed, and that has to be taken seriously, like you said. And it's just something that has to be talked about. And yeah, like I said, it speaks volumes about Dario Argento for putting that in his film. So but you might be right about that. That's probably around the time where it started to get acknowledgement and stuff. So yeah. But anyway, so like I said, there are a lot of movies coming out this year, but I think the most excited for this year, I think, is about all of the physical media that's coming out. There is a lot of physical media that looks really, really cool coming out this year, and I'm just very stoked about it, very excited about it. There are a lot of titles that I really want to get, and I think at this point we live in I think we kind of live in a golden age of physical media right now. It's around the same time with when it was with the VHS, right? I think this era of physical media is probably in the same ballpark as in the VHS era, right? I mean, in the VHS era, so many amazing things came out on house entertainment, basically, videos and stuff. And I think that this is sort of like a resurgence of a so-called VHS era. Because, like I said, there is just so much stuff coming out now, and it's. I think it's really cool. I think it's pretty cool. You have. It's amazing how we've gotten to this point. In the last 10 years, we've had all of these labels. They started to arise, like Arrow Video and 88 Films and Indicator and Saffron Films or Vinegar Syndrome. All of these great labels have just risen to the surface, and it's pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing, actually. So yeah. So in terms of a live stream with new physical media, it would probably be somewhere at the end of this month, probably at the end of March. That's when I'll do a live stream talking about physical media again, probably. Because I still have a lot of things on pre-order, and I have to wait. I still have to wait for some things to arrive. I just want to have a significant stack of stuff before I do a live stream, because I want to have a certain amount of things that I can show to you. So I'll probably be doing a live stream talking about physical media at the end of this month, at the end of March, probably. So keep a lookout for that. That's a bit of an update there. But so yeah, what else am I excited for? You know what? I'm just gonna talk about the Batman a little more, because I'm so excited about that. I mean, I have seen the trailer like probably like 20 times already, and it's really good. It's really good. I can't believe how amazing it was. Let's see, we got something from Jerry here. Jerry is saying the theme of anorexia and trauma was inspired by Argento's stepdaughter, Daria Nicolodi's daughter, from her first marriage. Remember that very skinny girl during the closing credits? That's her. She had anorexia, and she died in a motorcycle accident in 1994. Yeah, I did know that, actually. I knew that. I think because I think I've read an interview with Daria Nicolodi at some point. I remember that. I remember reading a interview with Daria Nicolodi a couple of years before she passed away, where she actually talked about this. So yeah, I actually did know that. I did not know that the skinny girl at the end that was her. I didn't know that. So that's interesting. That's interesting. So yeah, and she died in 1994. That's yeah, that's always tragic, right? That's always tragic. So yeah, what can you say? It's that's always rough. But I remember that interview that I saw, so I did know that. I didn't know that she was in this film at the end there. So the skinny girl. So that's interesting. I have to watch that again. Probably I have to watch that again. So yeah. Where was I? Oh yeah, the Batman. So yeah, I think I saw the trailer like 20 times already, and it's really good. And I hope the movie will live up to the expectations that I have, because the expectations are pretty high at this point, so it's very easy to get disappointed. But yeah, I guess I'll just have to wait and see. Um, but this movie has a lot of promise. So, and and the funny thing is that I I usually have more uh, I usually have more faith in DC than I have in Marvel. Although I have to say that Spider-Man: No Way Home was really good, but usually I have more faith in DC than I have in Marvel. So it will probably be okay. It will probably be all right. So, but mm, what? Oh, how did that happen? Where is it? There is an there is an ant. That is go away. There is an ant. That's very mm. Uh, um oh, Jerry is saying, last question about trauma for you. So how did you feel about that infamous topless shot? Pretty weird for a father to film his underage daughter like that. She later admitted that she felt exploited. Yeah, I mean that's always tricky, isn't it? That's always tricky, and and not just with that, but it's always tricky in like any film medium, right? Whenever it's a TV show or a movie or whatever, whenever there are an ant is not as scary as a big fat cockroach. Yeah, yeah, I guess. But yeah, it's just annoying. Like suddenly there is an ant here. That's weird. But anyway, it's not a cockroach. That's true. Um, but yeah, like I said, that's always a very tricky thing when it comes to nudity, right? In whenever it's a TV show or a movie, that's always tricky. You know, let's take the biggest example, like Game of Thrones, right? Game of Thrones had a lot of explicit content like that, in terms of nudity and stuff. But in most situations, they take those things pretty seriously. Like in Game of Thrones, for example, whenever they were shooting one of those scenes, it was just the director of the episode and the two actors and a sound man and a cameraman, and that would be it. That would be it. It would be in a very tight group, in a very confined space that feels safe and comfortable. And actually, Dario Argento, he said on the interview of the Blu-ray that he filmed that scene the same way in Trauma. He filmed that scene the same way. It was just him, Asia Argento, the actor who is like her counterpart. I forgot his name. I have to look it up. I forgot the male characters, the actor. But anyway, it was him and Asia and that guy, and there was a cameraman and a sound man, and that was it. That's how he shot the scene, in a very confined space and just very that felt safe and comfortable. So I don't think it was exploitation. Dario Argento doesn't seem to be the guy to like exploitation. I mean, it's not like he's Lucio Fulci or something, right? Lucio Fulci was much more explicit and extreme in those sort of circumstances, but I just don't see Dario Argento that way. So exploitation is maybe a bit of an exaggeration. Maybe it's a bit of an exaggeration. But yeah, it's always, those scenes are always tricky. Scenes like that are always tricky, and but hearing Dario Argento talk about that, I think he did a pretty good job. I mean, at least he kept it, like, he kept it safe and comfortable, and and on top of that, it- Dario is her father, so I mean, I guess he saw her naked like a billion times, like when she was a little child. So it's but I think he did a pretty good job of that, and whether it's exploitation or not, eh, I don't know. That's kind of a tricky thing, but but then again, most of those scenes are anyway. So it's always a difficult thing. It's always a difficult thing. So yeah, it is what it is. I guess it is what it is. um, that scene was certainly done in a rather classy way, I'd say. Yeah, I mean, Jerry is saying that, by the way. And yeah, I mean, that's what I'm talking about. It's not like, you know it, it's not like it's not like it's nudity for the sake of having nudity, right? It's not done in a very explicit way. It's not done in um it's not done in a way that makes us feel like we're violating, right? That we're violating on something. It doesn't feel that way at all. It's a very slow and tender scene. It's a kind of soothing scene. It's very calm. And then there, once he does that, right, when she exposes herself, I guess, when she does that, I mean, they don't even have like huge big like they don't even have huge big spotlights on her, right? Like, you have to, like, look at this. You have to focus on this here. You have to focus on this. No, I mean, the lighting feels very natural. The camera doesn't zoom in or anything. I think it's a very beautiful scene. Actually, I think it's a very beautiful scene because here's how I see it. Personally, for me, I really love that scene because in the movie, that's that's the first time that Asia's character, it's the first time that Asia's character, feels comfortable enough to actually let herself be vulnerable for the first time, against someone else, like being in the room with a guy of all people. I feel like in the movie that's the first time where she really opens herself up to another person, right? um that sounds very weird to say, but I really think that's it. I really think that's what the scene is. It's the first time where her character feels comfortable enough to be vulnerable to other people and really open herself up to it. You know, open herself up to the possibility of letting people in. I really think that's what the scene is, and people might take it differently, and that's fine. But that's what I got from it, and I think it's a very beautiful scene. I don't think it's exploitation. I don't think it's exploitation at all. But everybody feels different about that. So everybody's gonna have their own mindset about that, but I think it was very beautifully done, and yeah, that's how I see it anyway. That's how I see it. So, but yeah, you're right about that, Jerry. You're right. Very classy scene, for sure, for sure. So, what was I talking about again? All right, yeah, physical media, physical media. There it was. Keep forgetting what I'm talking about here. Um, but yeah, I mean, like I said, there are all these labels coming that have come out, right? 88 Films and Arrow Video, and although I have to say that I feel like Arrow Video has like fallen in grace for me anyway, because they seem to do more and more like mainstream titles. I mean, which is fine. I mean, I have the limited edition of Tremors. I have that on Blu-ray, so that's fine. But Arrow Video used to do much more, grindhouse, cult films, exploitation, all of that stuff, and they seem to be steering away from that a little bit more and going a little bit more into mainstream, which is kind of a weird choice, but I guess it's par for the course, I guess. But so yeah, Arrow, they have fallen in grace for me a little bit, and I'm becoming a bigger fan of 88 Films. With every day, I'm becoming a big 88 Films fan. So there's that. Severin Film is great. What else? Vinegar Syndrome, of course. I need to get I need to get more Vinegar Syndrome titles. That's because they have some really cool things. They have some really cool movies, so I might have to look at that as well. Um, I sort of stay away from Criterion and Imprint as well. Not that those labels don't have great titles. There are some titles that I love to get from Criterion, or Imprint. The only problem is though that Criterion and Imprint are so freaking expensive. That out of all the labels, they are two of the most expensive labels out there. Um, and I get it. I get it. I mean, their content is usually a little bit more exclusive, but still, I mean, their releases, they cost a lot of money, and so I tend to stay away from those two labels a bit. But there are some titles that I would like to get, but maybe one day, we'll see. So yeah. Mm. So where are we in the comment section? Okay, let's see. I've done all of those. I've done that one. I've done that one. Yeah. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good there. I think we're good. Yeah. All right. So here's what my day is going to be tomorrow. Just to give you a little update on the channel. Just to give you a little update. So tomorrow I'm going to watch the Batman. Then in the evening, I'm going to do my review of the Batman. So be on the lookout for that. Tomorrow night is my review of the Batman, and I'm also going to be reviewing season 2 of Picard. I have just the I can't speak. Little rewind here. So yeah, I'm going to review season 2 of Picard. I think the first episode is out now. I think you can watch it on Paramount Plus. So I will be watching that tonight after I'm done with this live stream, and then I will do that review tomorrow as well. So tomorrow I will record 2 videos. One is the review of the Batman, and the other one is the review of the first episode of Picard. So there you have that. Keep a lookout for those. Keep a lookout for those videos. So Jerry is saying Criterion releases are really are expensive. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. And and they have this weird system as well. Like, in Holland, where I live here, in Holland, we have this weird sort of system now when it comes to shipping costs. It's actually kind of ridiculous, really. But here's the deal. So if I buy a Blu-ray from Criterion, for example, and I pay $30 for that, just making it up here. If I pay $30 for that from a Criterion release, I will pay $20 extra to have it shipped to Holland, to my house, and have it delivered to my house. I pay $20 more. So if I want a Blu-ray release from Criterion and have it delivered here at my home in Holland, I pay $50. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. And and that's the thing. That's the thing. It's pretty crazy. And and when you look at 88 Films or Arrow or Indicator, for example, those are all labels that are much more cheap, and even in shipping, they are just a lot cheaper. So it is what it is. I guess it is what it is. It's par for the course, right? It's par for the course. But yeah, it's frustrating. It's frustrating because Criterion, they do have a lot of interesting titles that I want to get, but I'm not gonna pay $50 each time I want a Blu-ray delivered at my home. I'm just not gonna do that. I'm just not gonna do that. And it's it is what it is. Jerry's saying, imagine paying $50 to get a Criterion release and receive it not in a perfect condition. That's frustrating. Yeah, absolutely. And let me tell you something. I had that problem with Revenge. Actually, I got the limited edition of Revenge from Second Sight, which is a fantastic film, by the way. That film was so great. That is a fantastic film. Revenge. Check it out if you haven't seen it yet. Revenge. I did a review on my channel already about that movie. So, but I ordered the limited edition from Amazon. Actually, I ordered the limited edition of Revenge from Second Sight. I ordered it on Amazon, and when it arrived at my house, it was delivered in like a bag, not a cardboard box, not like a strong, firm box. It was delivered in a bag, and what do you know? The box is dented. Like if you have like the case, like I show many times already. When you have the case like that houses the Blu-ray and stuff, there is a huge big like dent on on the box, and it's just it's so frustrating, man. I mean, like I I paid money for all of these releases. I paid good money, so give me a proper give me a proper package at least, right? I should at least receive it in the best condition possible. So yeah, it's so frustrating. It's so frustrating, and I don't like ordering things on Amazon that much, but sometimes you have no other choice. But I was so mad because, like I said, I pay good money for all of these things, and it's frustrating, and yeah, I mean, I guess I guess at the end of the day, it's the contents that matter, right? It's the booklet, and it's the movie and stuff. It's that sort of stuff that matters. But still, I mean, give me my package in the best condition. I just want a good package. That's all I'm asking for, really. So yeah, very frustrating, very frustrating. um Jerry is saying, I did watch your Revenge review. I've already ordered it. Well, there you go. Good for you. Good for you. And well, if you watched my review, I mean, you know how much I love that film. It That film is great. That film is great. And but you might feel differently. It's all subjective. You know, everyone's opinion is the same. Is Everyone's opinion is different. It's all subjective. So just because I loved it, that doesn't mean you're going to. You might feel differently about it, but yeah, I really loved it, and that's great to hear. I'm glad you ordered that, Gary. I'm glad you ordered that. That's great. Um, yeah, that's pretty good. But don't like I said, don't order it from Amazon. Don't order it from Amazon because you're going to get a dented box. You're going to get a dented box. So very frustrating. Ugh. And thankfully it doesn't happen that often. I rarely had releases delivered at my house that were damaged. I rarely had releases delivered to my house and found out that they were wrecked or damaged or whatever. So it doesn't happen that often, really. So I guess that's a good thing, but it's still frustrating when you want something in a good condition, and something like that happens. It's just very frustrating. So yeah. Let's see, where are we? We're coming up on an hour. We're like 50 minutes almost. So yeah. Mm. But again, it's great that you ordered Revenge, and I hope you will enjoy it. I hope you like it. I want every movie to be successful. Yeah. So I really hope you like it. I hope you like it. So, um, but and by the way, now that we're talking about Second Sight, have you seen their most recent release? Have you seen their most recent release that you can pre-order now? It's pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing. I'm not going to say whether or not I have pre-ordered it. I mean, I'll save that for the live stream, but there is a pretty cool title that they are releasing, and and it looks pretty dope. It looks pretty great, actually. So yeah, it looks very interesting. Jerry says, I'm intrigued now. Well, if you want to know, go to this go to the site of Second Sight, and you probably know what I'm talking about. Just go to Second Sight, their website, and you probably know what I mean. You probably know what I mean. But I understand that you're intrigued. I'm intrigued too. Mm. But yeah. So let's see, where are we? I think I did all of the comments already. I think I did that one. Yeah. Yeah. I think so. We're good. I think we're good. So what was I saying? So yeah, again, like I said, so tomorrow is going to be 2 videos. I'm going to be reviewing the Batman, and I'm going to be reviewing the first episode of Picard as well. Jerry is saying, gotta get going now, buddy. Thank you for an awesome live stream as always. You know how to make it fun. There is a very real risk of YouTube getting blocked by the government here in US or in Russia. Sorry. There is a very real risk of YouTube getting blocked by the government here in Russia. Oh, really? Really? Wow. Okay. Oh man, that sucks. Wow, that would be a bummer, really. That would be a bummer. I hope it doesn't happen. I hope it doesn't happen. And Jerry is asking, is this your only platform? Yeah, sadly it is. Sadly it is. This is my only platform. And I think at least for now, I'm going to keep it that way, because as fun as it is, making these live streams and recording videos, it takes up a lot of time. It takes a lot of time to record videos and to do live streams. So and to do that on 2 or 3 platforms at the same time, that would be a pretty difficult task, to be honest. So yeah, I'm sticking with YouTube, at least for now and the foreseeable future. I'm sticking with YouTube for the moment. So yeah, this is my only platform. But like I said, I hope it doesn't happen, Jerry. I really hope so. I hope it doesn't get blocked in Russia. I really hope so, because that would suck. That would be a bummer anyway. But like you said, got to get going. Thank you for an awesome live stream as always. Well, you're welcome, Jerry. You're welcome. You know how to make it fun. Oh, thank you. That means a lot. That means a lot, really. So yeah. Well, anyway, nice talking to you, Jerry. Very nice talking to you. Thank you for being here, and I hope to catch you again soon on the next live stream. So see ya. Hope to see you next time. So let's see who else is here. Do we have any other people here watching or reviewing, commenting? Jerry is leaving something else here. Guess it's time for Russia to turn into new North Korea, but we're keeping our fingers crossed. See you in future videos and live streams, hopefully. Yeah, hopefully, Jerry. Of course, you are always welcome here. You're always welcome here. You're a really fun person to talk to. You're a great person to talk to, and yeah, I mean, fingers crossed. I really hope that you can. I really hope you can escape from that. I really hope so. I really do, because again, that would be a bummer. So, but again, thank you for being here, Jerry, and see you soon. Hopefully, see you soon. Bye. Bye. So, okay. Let's see where we are. Is there anyone else in the live chat? I don't. Not at the moment. Not at the moment. Okay. Okay. Well, there you go. Well, there you go. So let's see. I don't think there is anyone else in the chat right now. All right. So I guess I close it off right now. You know, if there's not anyone else in the live chat, then I guess there's no sense talking to myself. So yeah, there you have it. For the people who have watched this live stream, thank you for watching. Like I said, I will be back with another video as soon as possible, tomorrow as it is. I will be back with more videos and live streams as soon as possible, like always. Have a good weekend. You know, do you want to recommend TV shows or movies to me that, you know, for me to watch and review? You know, leave them in my comment section as always. I'm always curious to hear your thoughts, opinions, ideas, you know, all of that. Anyway, thank you for watching again. Stay safe and healthy as always. Have a good weekend, and I see you guys. Bye. Bye, everyone.